Hey friends, welcome to the vid, and in this video I'm going to talk about if you should avoid things while you're going through DPDR and anxiety. Should you go into the forums or should you not? Should you drink caffeine? Should you not? Should you exercise or not? Should you meditate or not? Answering all of those type of questions to hopefully give you a bit of insight. And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Dan and I help people recover from DPDR with coaching. And if you are a subscriber, then welcome back. The question of whether you should avoid stuff or not is actually a very easy one to answer. And the answer is this. You should avoid going into DPDR forums and reading all the comments and, doing all that type of stuff. And the reason that you should avoid that is because you're going in there trying to get information. You're going in there perhaps trying to find the magical mystery cure for how to actually cure DPDR. You're going in there to try and read recovery stories to see how other people did it. And all of those things are sort of okay. It's okay to try and educate yourself. If you're trying to find some magical cure, then don't bother doing that because there isn't one. There's no one single thing that you can do. It's just a collection of things that you can do to help you through this. In terms of things like caffeine or meditation or alcohol and all that type of stuff, the key to recovery is living your life as if you didn't have it. Because every time you avoid something because you think it makes you anxious or whatever sort of the reason is that you're telling yourself for that, what you're doing there is you're basically saying to your brain, I need to avoid this because this is a scary thing and I don't want to get scared. And then the brain goes, okay, check, this is a scary thing, so let's avoid it. And coming to it with that type of mindset is keeping you in a state of anxiety. And I was guilty of this myself as well. I avoided alcohol and I avoided coffee and all that. And I'm like, well, I like drinking and I like having coffee. Why am I sort of berating myself for this thing? And in the end, I'm just like, screw it. I know that coffee makes me anxious. I know that it makes me feel really weird when the caffeine wears off, but I really feel like having a coffee and a piece of chocolate cake, and I'm gonna do that. And I did get anxious, and it did feel weird when it wore off. But the point was that the more I did it, and just told myself, look, Dan, you've just got to live your life. You're not going to let anxiety dictate. I'm not going to let anxiety dictate my life. I'm going to tell anxiety how I want to live my life. And so the more I did that and the more sort of times I did things which I thought I should avoid because they made me anxious or they made me scared, even the thought of doing them might make me anxious, the less and less and less impact they started to have on me because you know what? Nothing bad actually happened. Sure, I'd get a little bit of anxiety, but then the next time it happened, maybe it wouldn't come on as strong or it wouldn't last as long. And then before you know it, I was just like, oh, I've had a complete coffee and I don't feel any different at all, except for the normal sort of, caffeine energy hit that you get towards the beginning. And so you can apply this to anything in your life. So like if you're somebody that really enjoys having a beer every now and again, then have a beer every now and again. Just be aware that, okay, well, look, I know that I'm going to have a beer. I know that it's okay. And I know that I might feel anxious and that's okay too. But I'm going to live my life how I want to live my life. And it's similar with anything, with meditation or going to the shops or going out to a party or whatever. Please, please, please avoid not doing things because you think that it's going to make you anxious, because all you're doing is telling yourself in your mind over and over and over again that life is scary, life is scary, life is scary, life is scary, again and again and again, until it's just so ingrained in you that you start to have a belief that, yeah, life is actually scary. And what do you do when you're scared? Your body protects you, which keeps the anxiety going. And I know that this can feel really tricky at times. So if you do need some help, then I can help you with your recovery and your DPDR and anxiety. All you need to do is to book a free discovery call with me. There's no obligation. It's completely and utterly free. And we can have a chat about exactly what's going on with you and perhaps your journey out of this to recovery, which is I know where you want to get to. And the link for that is in a pinned comment and also in the description. So please do book that if you do need help and you're sick of sitting and being where you are right now. And I would love to hear from you. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video.